Hi there, and welcome to Today I Learned About, the show where animals' sleep number determines the viability of endgame nappy poos. Take a look at cats and dogs. They get a tight 12 to 16 hours of sleep every single day. Looks like they're living the dream, but it's more like dream on pussies. We're looking for the animal kingdom's most extreme sleepers. We're going to take a look at fringe animals. You know, the ones that do things behind closed doors. If you ever walked in on them, you'd never be able to make eye contact again. Hey, have you ever heard knocking? This isn't what it looks like. I was just hibernating. Next to this door, and my tie got caught. Some call it hibernation. Some call it erotic asphyxiation. I call it bears being adorable. You know what's not adorable? Spiders. Spiders don't have eyelids, so they don't sleep. So add that fact to your nightmares. You now know spiders will watch you with unblinking eyes, waiting till you open your mouth, and then they can crawl in. They belong as an F tier. For D tier, other nightmares in nature, aka sharks. Sharks need to keep moving through the water to get oxygen to go through their gills. So this means no sleep for the shark. Not only are they cursed with distinct, dead, cold, beady little eyes that show no sign of a soul, they need to pace around the ocean constantly like ADHD, bipolar psychopaths, making everybody around them feel super uncomfortable. However, certain conditions exist in some reefs that have a strong enough current to keep the water going through their lungs. This allows them to enter a sleep-like state. One such place exists in Cancun on a reef near the island of Mohurs. So if a shark sleeps, this begs the question, what kind of dreams do sharks have? Maybe they show up at school naked, or maybe they're being chased by unblinking spiders. Maybe the spiders have chainsaws, and the sharks are naked while at school, and the spiders are chasing them, making them late for an exam that they didn't study for, and then all their teeth are falling out. Well, basically the same nightmares I have. Anyways, on to the C tier sleepers. We have giraffes. Giraffes share the same ability as all horses and can basically sleep standing. This is called stay apparatus, meaning it takes very little effort to stand while sleeping. This allows them to skedaddle instantly when they hear something threatening coming along. However, the giraffe only sleeps 20 minutes at a time. The reasons for this seem pretty obvious. You know, being a 20-foot flagpole in the middle of an African Serengeti, surrounded by millions of African predators, lions, leopards, hyenas, alligators, knife-wielding baboons. If they sleep for more than 20 minutes, they might as well just cover themselves with ranch dressing. Also in the C tier is the winner of the most adorable sleeper. This is the sea otter. They fall asleep in the water on their backs, holding hands with other otters like a furry chain so they don't drift off. In the B tier, we have hippos. A hippo ain't scared of shit. They have no natural predators, and they're almost as big as elephants. In some circles, they're considered one of the world's deadliest animals. No one will mess with a hippo, not even when they are asleep. They can bob up and down in the water while sleeping and going submerged for up to 5 minutes and not even wake up. Side story. I love hippos. When I was a kid at the zoo, I could watch hippos for hours. Mostly what a hippo does is just lumber around and hang out. But the moment that was so worth waiting for is when you get to see their tails start whipping back and forth. This is when you take cover and watch the carnage that's about to ensue. Because that's when a hippo is about to poop. That little tail starts flicking poop everywhere. This is how a hippo marks its territory. And if you weren't ready for it and got out of the flick zone, you could get covered in shit. Anyways, where was I? Okay, moving on to A tier. Like bears, some frogs hibernate during the winter, but some of these frogs will do it in an extreme way. What they do is they sink to the bottom of the lake and sit there all winter absorbing oxygen through their skin. They have sacs of their vital organs that prevent them from freezing. Even their hearts and lungs will completely stop, and in the spring, they defrost and come back to life. Just like a zombie or Jesus, but way greener. Something that gets my respect, it's the albatross. Also in this A tier. An albatross gets an average of 42 minutes of sleep mid-flight. That's right, mid-flight. They take little power naps while sleeping in 7 to 12 second bursts and don't mess around landing like other pussy birds. I've tried doing this while driving long distance. Let me tell you, very relaxing for a few seconds followed by sheer terror as you struggle to keep the car on the road. I don't recommend it. However, for the badass albatross, this reckless behavior can allow them to stay in the air for up to 5 years at a time. What is an albatross, you ask? Basically, they look like a seagull, but much bigger and way cooler. They have a wingspan of up to 3.5 meters. That's almost 12 feet. I'm 6'3", so that's like if I was standing on my own shoulders. They can live up to 60 years and mate for life. In 2005, an albatross was recorded flying over 13,000 miles to circumnavigate the globe in 46 days without landing. Now moving on to our elite S tier, why freeze your brain or take power naps while flying when you can just pause part of it on demand? Take everyone's favorite aquatic rapists, the dolphin. They let half their brain sleep at a time. This type of sleep is known as unihemispheric sleep, as only one brain hemisphere sleeps at a time. The dolphin alternates which half of its brain is sleeping periodically so that it can get rest without ever losing consciousness. Super effective, nice work dolphins. Doing art and poetry while the left brain is awake, and then doing math and science while the left brain is sleeping. This gives them the ability to stay well-rounded and alert. Now you know everything there is to know about not giving up on your dreams. Just keep sleeping. If you've managed to get to the end of this without falling asleep, that means you might have enjoyed it. Give me a thumbs up. So long and stay frosty.